how to take care of your luxury handbags for many years to come? That's what we're going to talk about today. Coming up. Welcome back to my channel. Amy's here. Today I want to talk to you about how you take care of your luxury handbags for many years to come. It's very important to take good care of our luxury handbags because that's our investment. You spend so much money on these handbags and you do want to take good care of them. So that's why today I want to share with you some of my thoughts, and I wrote it down, so I'm gonna often look down to look at my notes so I don't miss any of those tips that I want to share with you. Alright, so let's start out with your handbag materials. First of all, you want to know what type of material, what type of leather is your handbags. Okay, for example, Chanel has the lamb skin, it has the caviar skin, has the cowhand skin. So what type of leather is your Chanel handbag? Or is your Dior handbags? There are many different type of leather. So number one is knowing your material. Next is using a cosmetic bag to put all your like the cosmetic, like lipsticks, like compact powder, like blush. You have to put these miscellaneous cosmetic items in a pouch so you don't accidentally get stain on inside interior of your handbag. That's why when you buy pre-love, sometimes they have like stain or the perfume, cologne, weird smell inside the bag at the interior. So that's why it's very important to use a cosmetic pouch for all those little things. Or using a purse organizer is the same thing, but if you don't have a purse organizer, you don't have to go out to buy one. You can always use your cosmetic pouch. All right, the next up is where and how do you store your bags? If you watch my video, sometimes you will see I shoot my video in front of my display cage. I know a lot of you guys place your handbags in the open, but for me, I don't want to take a chance of dust. So that's why when my husband got me those two displays cases from IKEA, I absolutely love it. Since glass is see-through, I feel more comfortable to put my purses inside the display case because I know the dust is not gonna get to it that easy. So I really just love to put my bags in the display case, and I don't have a habit of putting all my bags in the dust bag because I don't think that it's necessary, and I really think that the handbag needs air to breathe, so I don't like to put it in the dust bag. So you want to make sure your bag has its hole. After each usage, you want to store your leather bag in the upright position, either in the dust bag or not in the dust bag. For me, I don't like to do that, and you want to make sure you place them in a cool, dark place and away from the sunlight. So, you just want to make sure that little things in my display case is, away from the sunlight. So I just thought that is the best way to display all my handbags. Okay, next is you want to make sure your handbag maintain its shape. If you guys watch one of my video that the beige Chanel handbag, I got it from Fashion File. When I first got it, the shape is kind of out of shape, that particular classic handbag, beige handbag by Chanel. However, I stuffed so many tissue paper with t-shirt and with pillowcases. I just stuffed it really tight, and now the shape is back. Unbelievable. So in order to maintain the shape, you want to have stuffing inside your handbag, so that way you don't really lose your shape. Of course, for any structure bag, you don't have to worry about it, but for those sloucher bag, you want to make sure, like my YSL clutch bag, I always stuff a lot of tissue paper just to make sure for many years to come, my handbag still maintain its shape. Okay, next, maybe sound like a little bit extreme, but it is true. That is treat your bags like your babies. All right. Especially the leather handbag needs plenty of care and attention. It's good to clean your bag after every use. Okay, every usage you want to grab a clean cloth. I mean, I don't normally do that, but I think I need to start doing this and make it as a habit. Because after each use, check inside the bag to see if there's any unwanted fine particles, hair, or any, dirty stuff. You want to flip them inside out and see using the lint roller. Just kind of, give it a wipe, to remove some of the lint. And never use any of those household cleaner or any chemical that you are not sure about how to clean the leather. You always want to do your research before you use any of chemical to clean your handbag. For me, I think using a clean cloth, just give it a wipe is good enough, okay? And if you do want to use any cleaner, you probably want to invest a high quality leather cleaner, conditioner, and give your handbag a regular, cleaning. Just to restore the flexibility to the leather fibers and free of cracks, because some of the handbags easy to crack if you don't moist the leather properly. So yeah, treat your handbags like your babies. I'm serious. All right, next up is depends on your area. I live in Texas, so our area is somewhat dry. It's kind of in the middle, okay. But if you live in a climate that has humidity, meaning that sometimes you will unexpect rain come during the day. You don't know, you may have maybe the forecast didn't tell you that there is a rain coming in, but you sometimes you get into like an unexpected wet weather. That's very, very scary if you wear your Chanel lambskin leather bag. So if if you live in that area, you probably want to have a plastic fold-out bag in your bag in all time. Just in case that you run into an unexpected rain, you can immediately get that plastic fold-out bag out and put your precious Chanel lambskin bag into that plastic bag, so you don't ruin your bag just like that. That's very, very important, okay? I don't have that problem, but any of you, if you live in that type of area, you really, really want to prepare the unforeseen event. All right, next is you want to switch it up, okay? Many years ago, before I get into this luxury handbag world, I wear my Louis Vuitton Never Full all year long. I never switch it up, even though at the time I have plenty of Coach handbags that I can switch it up. I never did because I just so used to wearing the bag, and I wear my entire kitchen sink in that handbag. So I was so lazy to switch it up because I have to dig out everything out into putting the other bag. So I never do that. But that is very, very bad because you put in so much wear and tear in that particular handbag. So now I've learned that you always switch it up. And by putting all my handbag in the display case, that I can see which bag that I want to use for a particular day, it really made my life a lot easier. So you just want to minimize wear and tear by switching up using different handbags. You don't want to be like me back in the day that I only use that one bag for the entire year. That's really, really bad. And now I only use, some of the handbags. I switch it up like weekly because I just want to enjoy, spread my love evenly to all my handbags. So that's very important. Make sure to switch it up. Okay, the last tips but not least that I have for you is examine your bags and know your stains. Okay, for example, if you take your bag into a restaurant, okay, and after you come back, because in a restaurant, you're assuming the chair, the table is clean, but a lot of time has a lot of dirt on the chair or something that you don't really see it. So every time when you return back from a restaurant, from outside, you probably want to examine your handbag. thoroughly, just to make sure there is no stain, because there are some stains you can immediately identify. You can clean it up right away. Otherwise, for weeks to come later, you find out that stain is just so hard to get it out. I'm not saying every single day you need to do that. That's not really, feasible. But let's say if you go into a restaurant, you're coming back, you probably want to do that because, like I said, I never, ever take my expensive purses to a barbecue restaurant, because the barbecue really smell good, but I don't want to bring home and leave it on my handbag. If you have any stubborn stain, you can always call the leather surgeon. I have very good experience with leather surgeon. They deliver quality, excellent result on my Dior and on my Chanel. If you haven't checked out that video, I will link it above and you have to go check it out. So if you cannot take it, some of the issues yourself, you can always seek for a professional. Okay, so some of the handbags have feet on the bottom of the purses, right? But if any of the bags do not have feet, that's the bag you want to be very cautious when you put it on the table or on your chair, because there's no protection on the base, and you don't want to have a chance to get scratched or any dirty spot on the bottom of your handbag. So what you need to do is making sure, maybe you want to lay like a napkin or something, on the bottom of your handbag, if with any handbag that without feet. So you just don't want to have any, take any chances that get scratched or, get to the rough surface. All right, so these are the tips that I want to share with you guys. And you know what? These luxury handbags is our investment, is our baby. You definitely want to take good care of these beautiful handbags for many years to come. What is your tips and suggestion on how to take care of your beautiful handbags? Comment below and let me know. And I do hope this will help you, give you some ideas is, how to take care of your handbags. And I do hope you enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!